The Most Absurd Deaths of Kings Part 5. On April 7, 1498, the 27-year-old King of France, Charles VIII, was descending to the moat of the Amboise Castle, a Ramillies, to watch a tennis match taking place at the walls. Walking along the castle gallery with his wife Anne of Brittany, Charles did not bend low enough and struck his head hard against the door frame. The king fell and lost consciousness. However, after a few minutes the monarch regained consciousness, got up, and was able to go down to the game. Charles VIII watched the match to the end, but on his way back to the castle, he suddenly collapsed and lost consciousness again. Servants carried the king inside. For 9 hours he hovered between life and death, trying to say something, but could not, and passed away. King Louis of France had 3 wives and 2 daughters, but no heir. To produce an heir, he divorced Anne of Brittany and married Mary Tudor, daughter of the English King Henry V. Being 30 years older than his wife, the king made very strenuous efforts to please her in the bedchamber, and, by general opinion, due to excessive zeal in the bedroom, he passed away on January 1, 1515. Edmund Ironside, King of England, earned his nickname for his dogged resistance to the Danish conquest led by Canute the Great. On November 30, 1016, Edmund went to the bathroom at his London residence. There, unknown assailants stabbed him with knives. According to another version, he was shot with a crossbow, just like Tyrion Lannister's father, Tywin Lannister. In Game of Thrones, Edward E., King of England. Edward E. ruled England in the 14th century. He considered politics to be boring, and governing the country was a burden for him. As a result, the power over the country was first taken by the king's cousin, Thomas of Lancaster, and then by Edward E.'s wife and her lover, Lord Mortimer. In 1327, the former wife overthrew Edward and sent him into exile in Berkeley Castle, where he soon died. Allegedly, some conspirators killed the former king by shoving a red-hot poker up his anus. It is worth noting immediately that the version of the terrible death of Edward E., which was the official version for a long time, is most likely part of propaganda. However, it is amazing how the most insane theory captured the minds of the English for hundreds of years. They were convinced that one of their kings died precisely under such circumstances. Allegedly, this method of execution was a punishment for the king's homosexual inclinations. This version found its way into many chronicles and was described in his biographies. How he was actually killed is unclear. Most likely he was simply strangled, although the version with the poker is still discussed among historians. Continued in the next part. Dear friends, if you enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment if you wish.